Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Well, not really, just a few weeks, but I needed a little break for my own growth and development. Anyway, so I've got a pick a card for you all today. That's usually what I do on this channel. And today's topic is, why are you seeing synchronicities? I think, well, everybody sees these synchronicities, but we don't notice them until we start to awaken spiritually. So in this video, we're going to be looking at why you're seeing these synchronicities. I'm not going to go into what the synchronicities are because it's different for everybody. But if you're seeing repeating words, repeating numbers, if you're seeing the same animal again and again, whatever words, phrases, symbols are repeating in your life, we're going to be looking at why you're seeing those. What is the universe trying to tell you with these synchronicities? So, pile 1 and pile 2. Let's go. Pile number 1, people. Why are you seeing synchronicities? Oops. Okay. Sometimes they tell me to do it in a specific order. Okay. Alright. Just taking in the energy and channeling the messages that Spirit is giving me for this pile. Right, okay, so pile number 1, people. Why are you seeing synchronicities? So I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling very stuck. I feel like a lot of you guys are on a solo journey. I'm hearing that this pile, you guys have learned how to introspect, you've learned how to go inwards and connect with your higher self, you've learned how to look back at the past and learn from your mistakes. You've learned how to look back at the past and use it to your benefit. You've learned how to reflect, you've learned how to introspect, you've learned how to look back on your past and recognize your mistakes and recognize the lessons, and you've learned how to learn from your past, is what they're telling me. Because you guys are very good at going inwards and connecting to your higher self. And a lot of you guys may be loners or introverts. Okay, this isn't for everybody, but a few of you I'm hearing may be on the autism spectrum, so you prefer to be alone. A lot of you guys are definitely lone wolves. And even if you're not, you're very introspective and you are self-reflective, very self-aware, and you guys have learned how to go in and connect to your higher self. But I'm hearing that some of you guys have learned how to go inwards so much that you're spending too much time looking back at the past. This is an interesting message, but you guys are spending so much time looking back at your past and going over your mistakes and reviewing your past and trying to figure out life lessons that you are missing out on the present moment. And I just saw that the time was 3:45 when I said that, so this is a really interesting message, but it's almost like you guys are going back and reflecting too much at this point. Some of you are going back and looking back at your mistakes over and over again and trying to learn from your past to the point where it's distracting you from the present moment. And others of you are going back to your past and kind of feeling nostalgic and looking back at the past and feeling like it was better than what you're dealing with right now. Because with this card here, it says nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So some of you are looking back at your mistakes and continuing to try to learn from them, and that's good, but you're doing it to the point where it's blocking you from living in the present moment. And that's really what the spiritual journey tries to teach us, is how to live in the present moment. I know it doesn't always feel like that, especially when you evolve spiritually and you can look back at your past self and you're just amazed at some of the things you did and said, and you wonder how you couldn't see back then what you can see now that you're awakened, but there comes a point where you're looking back so much that you're no longer living in the present moment. And we need to live in the present moment in order to truly connect to our intuition, and in order to truly connect to our higher selves, and in order to continue evolving spiritually. You can't live in the past. And you can definitely learn a lot from looking back at your past and reflecting on your mistakes, but that's just one part of your journey, Spirit is telling me. So if you guys are feeling like you continuously need to look back and reflect and try to see what the life lessons were that you were meant to learn from your past and all of that, when you're seeing synchronicities, that's the universe's way of trying to get your attention and bring you back into the present moment, because it's too much at this point. Whatever you're reflecting on, you've learned everything you needed to learn from it. Even if it doesn't feel that way, even though you may feel like you need to keep going back and keep reflecting and keep going over the life lessons that you learned from your past mistakes, the universe is telling you that you've learned and it's time to stop and pull your attention back to the present moment, because there's still more for you to learn, and you're actually putting a hold on things that are meant to happen in your life right now because you keep going back to the past. Does that make sense? The universe wants you to move forward and to live in the present moment. That's how you can move forward in your life at this point, not by going back to the past and continuing to reflect, but by living in the present moment. Because you guys you're reflecting too much to the point where it's putting a hold on things. Because the universe is very pleased with your spiritual progress, but they want you to continue moving forward in your life, and they want you to live in the now and not continuously go back to the past. Because it's at the point where it's putting a hold on things, they're telling me. Yeah, so when you guys see synchronicities, whatever synchronicity you're seeing, whether it's repeating words, repeating numbers, animal totems, whatever it is, when you're seeing those synchronicities, that's the universe trying to pull you into the present moment. So whenever you see the synchronicities, it's kind of like a signal from the universe to be mindful of what's happening in the here and now, because that's where most of your spiritual growth and development is going to come from. There's a time and place to look back at your past and reflect, but it reaches a point where it's distracting you from the here and now, and therefore it's distracting you from learning what you're meant to learn right now and from fully experiencing your life in the present moment. And it also distracts you from hearing your inner voice in the present moment. So this is an interesting message, but it's pretty straightforward. Whatever synchronicities you're seeing, when you see them, it's a sign to pull your attention away from the past and into the present moment, because you guys are looking back and reflecting a little bit too much. And it's putting your spiritual progress and your life in general on hold. Okay, so let's roll the dice. 3, yeah, the universe is trying to manifest new experiences into your life, but you guys are looking back so much that it's blocking the manifestation of the new into your life. And if you're using the law of attraction and actually trying to manifest something and you're wondering why things aren't manifesting, it's because you're looking back and reflecting on the past too much. So you guys definitely need to pull your attention into the present moment more. And that is going to unblock things for you and speed things up quite a bit. Alright, that was pile 1. Pile number 2. Why are you seeing synchronicities? There we go. Sorry, I get so thirsty when I do these readings. Okay, so I'm feeling I'm feeling a really heavy energy with this one. I'm feeling sadness, like I'm feeling a deep sadness in my heart. Okay, so for this pile, something happened. Okay, let me go back. So by nature, pile number 2 people, you guys are very loving, very sensitive, very emotional people, not in a bad way. You guys have big hearts. You guys feel things very deeply, and through your emotions, you're able to connect to your higher self, and you're able to connect to spirit. I just heard clairsentience. So you guys are clairsentient, so you're able to get information from spirit through your feelings. You guys are very emotionally connected. You guys are very sensitive people. Some of you may be empaths or highly sensitive people. And you guys are very connected to spirit through your heart chakra. And that's who you are by nature. And I feel like as children, you guys were very sensitive, very loving, very emotionally free children, I'm being told. Whoops. Sorry, I just knocked that. But I'm hearing that something happened, and it's different for everybody. This could have been something that happened recently. This could have been something that happened in your childhood. But something happened, and with this card here, you've changed quickly. I feel like this was something unexpected. Some unexpected event or situation or catastrophe, they're telling me for some of you, happened in your life that caused you to shut down your emotions and to close off your heart. At one point in time, you guys had a very open, very vibrant heart chakra, Spirit is telling me. You guys were very open emotionally, and you were able to channel messages from the universe and from your spirit team through your heart chakra and through your feelings, whether you were aware of that or not. You guys are very, very clairsentient, but whatever sudden or unexpected event happened in your life that caused you to close off your heart, it has really put a blockage on your clairsentience. It's still there, of course, but you guys are not able to connect to spirit nearly as easily as you could before. Something happened, and I'm hearing it was a quick something for most of you that really caused you to close off your heart chakra, and it really hurt you emotionally. And if this doesn't resonate with you, it's not your pile. This is pretty specific, but if you're feeling like in the past you were much more open emotionally and spiritually, and you guys were just much more joyful, you had a much more lighthearted, easygoing way of approaching life, and something happened that caused you to become very closed off and very fearful of opening your heart up again. And I feel like for some of you, this may be in a relationship sense, where you're afraid to open up to people or to love or to new relationships, but I'm hearing for most of you, this is just opening up to life again, like allowing yourself to feel joy, to feel happiness, just allowing your heart to open to life again, allowing yourself to really fully let go emotionally in the moment. For a lot of you, you guys have closed off your ability to feel joy because of whatever this event was that happened and really hurt your heart. So when you guys are seeing synchronicities, whatever you're seeing, I'm hearing for this pile, a lot of you guys are not hearing, you may be hearing, but a lot of you guys are seeing repeating numbers. And when you're seeing those repeating numbers, that is a message from the universe that they want you to begin to open that heart chakra up again. Because you guys have become too closed off. Because Spirit really wants to connect with you guys through your emotions and through your heart chakra. Yeah, you guys are very, very clairsentient. I really urge you to look up clairsentience, because I think a lot of you guys are going to resonate with that. And I'm hearing that for a lot of you, your life has lost color. Like, things are just not as vibrant as they used to be. Things are not as enjoyable. Life seems dull for a lot of you, Spirit is telling me. And if you're wondering why that is, it's because you closed off that heart chakra. And some of you may find that you're not able to connect to Spirit as easily as you used to. Or you may try to listen to your intuition or try to tap into it and hear messages, and you're finding that the messages don't come in as clearly. And that's because you've closed yourself off to it, unconsciously for a lot of you. Something happened that hurt you, that made you feel very vulnerable, that made you feel like opening your heart up to life again was dangerous, or that you were going to get hurt. And because of that, you've closed off that connection to spirit. And they really want to connect with you again, and they really want to help you to heal your heart chakra so that you can open up and feel joy fully again, and so that you can bring the color back into your life. This is a very powerful message, but I really feel this in my gut and in my heart. I really feel the pain, and I can relate to this pile. So if you resonate with this, Spirit really, really wants to connect with you guys because they can feel the change in you, and they still do try to connect with you through your emotions, but it's really hard to get through to you, I'm hearing, because you guys are so closed off. So when you're seeing synchronicities, it's a sign from the universe that your spirit team really wants to connect with you guys, and they want you to begin to open up your heart a little bit more, and I'm hearing that this is going to take some time. So don't be discouraged if you try to open your heart up again, but you find that it's really difficult or scary or uncomfortable. I really recommend that you guys Google clairsentience if you don't already know about it. Some of you may be aware that you're clairsentient, some of you may not be, and I'm hearing that if you guys look up heart chakra healing on Google, you're going to find some really good suggestions. Or I'm also hearing that if this resonates with you, you guys can look up heart chakra frequencies on YouTube, and maybe if you listen to those, and some of you, if you know how to do energy healing and you can do some energy healing work on your heart chakra, that's going to make a big difference. But if not, just listening to the heart chakra frequencies, there are some good ones on YouTube. I've used them in the past. If you just listen to those and set the intention that you want to open your heart up to life again, or if you even just listen to those while you sleep, I'm hearing that that's really going to make a big difference for you guys. And also wearing the color green and spending more time outside in nature, because you guys are very connected to the elementals and to the fairies and to nature. Any of those things are really going to make a big difference in opening up that heart chakra and opening up that connection to spirit again. So that is what the universe is trying to tell you when you see those synchronicities. Ooh. 2, yeah. For me, this 2 is about love. And for me, love and the heart are interconnected, so the universe and the spirit realm, they really want to co-create with you, and they want to help you open your heart up to love again. Not just romantic love, but also just a love of life, because you guys have really closed off your hearts. Alright, so that's what I've got for you guys. I really hope one of these piles resonated, and I will see you all next time. I wish you the very best of luck, and thank you for watching. Bye!